All right, guys. So right now we're headed to the mechanic machine shop so we can get the single head cams machined properly. So then once we do the head gasket change, everything's just fitting nice and snug and we don't have no discrepancies. I honestly didn't know how much the price was going to be on I quite didn't know how much they were going to be for them to machine it, but they quoted me at around $220, so about $110 a cam, which, I mean, I don't know, I don't really want to spend that money, but I know that I have to, just because if I want it to fit properly, then we're going to need what we need to do, right? We got to spend that money. The guy was saying that it would be at least a day and a half for them to get everything right, make sure everything's to spec. So if you are looking into doing your own head gasket change, definitely, you know, do your research, hit up mechanic shops, ask around, try to get the best possible price that you can. The only reason why I'm going to this place that I'm going to is because it was recommended to me by Matthias. That's where he takes all his heads to get machined where he works at. So they do a really good job. I don't want any discrepancies, so I'm definitely just gonna follow that and spend the, you know, money to get it done right. And like I said, when you're doing your research, there's gonna be a lot of places that are gonna quote you for a lot of different things. Make sure, like I said, just read the reviews, look at the stars, see what's going on, because, you know, not every company is gonna be like that. They were done yesterday, but I just didn't have time to pick them up because I had a bunch of appointments going on. Had to go to the dentist, all that good stuff. But this is what they look like right now. Look nice and clean, the machine marked. Like to see that. But see, I had them in the back seat just rolling. Now that we have the heads, we're going to hopefully knock this out by Saturday and not have to do anything on Sunday, because Sunday is going to be Easter, and I'm pretty sure we're all trying to hang out with their families and, you know, do all that quality time. But yeah, hopefully Saturday the weather's good. It's been snowing over here in Colorado where I'm at, so it's just playing it by ear at this point. So we got the heads here. We're about to start putting them on. Before we did any of that, we ran some WD-40, cleaned the edges of this as best as we could, and the person that has this car used K-Seal, so we ran the water through the whole head to clean out any debris or gunk that was built up. And as you see here, the heads, and we'll be slapping those babies right on blocks over there, so we have a little bit more of a sturdy base. And the way the schematics was explaining it is that you're gonna want to go A, B, C, D. Oh, this one, D. Oh, D, E, F. Sorry. I'm still learning. So essentially, it's gonna look like a star pattern. But like I said, always just double check the schematics and see what it says, and it's going to tell you what you're going to need to tighten these at, or torque these at, what degrees and how many, it was pounds? Foot pounds. So we're going to get that going. Alright guys, we got the heads on, the sensors are kind of screwed on, and now we're working on the timing belt. Alright guys, so like I was saying in my previous video, these little markers right here, you want to make sure that they line up together. And the way Subaru made their belts, as you can see, the yellow line is going to match up on that mark. That line is going to match up right there. We got that one pretty dead on. Big brain. And then that one is gonna match that. So when we were getting the belts on, we were having too much tension that we couldn't get it over this last one. So what we ended up doing was taking this one off completely, sliding this all together, and then just lifting up this band a little bit so we can clear to get that bolt right in.
Okay, so now that we have our timing belt on, our tensioner is engaged, we pulled the pin out, we want to make sure before we actually run the motor that everything is going to stay in time. So now that we have it set up, we're going to spin the motor over twice, and we're going to make sure that we will land back on top dead center for both our cams and our crankshaft. So come in here because this is where we'll see our timing marks. Our yellow marks will move, but so that's 1. We're 180. And at 360, we are on with the crank. We are on with our left cam. We are on with our right cam. So we are good to go.
Alright guys, looks like we're gonna call it for today. We got everything pretty much slapped on. I got the engine put away for right now. So by next week we should be able to plug everything in and throw it all in. But right now we're just doing a little cleanup. Clean up. Alright, till next time, please like and subscribe. Peace. Alright baby, we're in the home stretch. We got this bad boy slapped in. We tightened some of the bolts here in the back, just in that way we can get it in there a little bit better since it's only 2 of us. But here we go. Alright guys, this is where we're at. We got the valves on. This guy right here was a pain in the butt. What we had to learn is you gotta run your wires that connect to the spark plugs through the back of it. Same with this hose that's right here. And this guy was some more trouble. We had to take this guy off just to get this thing on. Yeah. Alright boys, let's go! Let's go! We're all set here. Oh shit. We ain't got no lights on. All we have is this is the sensor. This is gonna be for the tire pressure, doors, and just fluid.
Back and forth, make sure the power steering fluid circulates.
Doing this so now the power steering fluid circulates.